Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ramadan. I'll be making a video for you guys over Call of Duty Black Ops 2 today. I'll be playing with some friends, and I'll be playing with also some fans. And I think it's a great experience for me to play with you guys. If you guys haven't already capitalized on adding me on Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, I highly recommend it. I will have my names in the description of this video and probably future videos as well. But when it comes down to it, guys, I think it's a great experience for me to play with you guys because it's easy for me to portray a certain side of it on YouTube. You know, obviously I do rage the living shit out of myself sometimes, but I think it's all in good fun. I think we all have our moments where, you know, we kind of disagree with the actions that were placed into motion, I guess, by whatever standards. But anyway, guys, that's the main gist of it. But anytime during the video, guys, if you guys enjoy something I say or if you want to show your support, you can mash that positive reaction button. I would highly appreciate that. At the same expense, YouTube also has other features that I hope you guys will capitalize on. And as well, there is also the comments area below that I hope you guys will engage with myself and other users in a friendly manner. But anyway, guys, I wanted to talk about a couple things in this video. I think it's going to be a lot more structured, and more or less I think you guys will really enjoy it. It'll at least give you guys a little bit of information, and information is always important to a certain degree. I mean, you know, when you guys play an FPS, the most deadly weapon that you possess is knowledge, and knowledge is something that comes with time. Granted, you know, there are certain games that are a little bit easier to adapt to. I can list a few, but at the same expense, you go into a game such as SOCOM or something like that where the learning curve is a little bit different. Now, I'm not saying that you can't jump in there and you can't pull out an MLG moment, but, you know, it's a little bit more unlikely, you know, than other games, maybe like indie games or Minecraft, where the main gist of it is to have a little bit more fun. That's why those games exceed, and that's why indie games are just so prevalent. There's so many of them, and I think they're a great experience for everyone to at least have a little bit more casual fun instead of, you know, raging their ass off or, you know, going for some invisible score or leaderboard rank or, you know, the list continues. But what I really wanted to get into, guys, is the playthroughs. I told you guys on Thursday or Friday I made a video addressing this, and unfortunately there is a couple of complications that arose, but they're not to a certain degree that I've told you guys this before. You know, the Audio-Technica AT2020 USB, which is a microphone that I have been trying to get for, well, way too damn long. I've had the microphone stand that just kind of sits here casually in the corner and has no, you know, place or anything of that equivalency. And it's unfortunate, but you know, it's not like I spent no $100 on it. It's not like I have some huge clamp that sits above and just kind of chills there. It's not that big of a deal. But I would like to use it. You know, I think it would be awesome. And the only problem is it got shipped out on Tuesday of, well, you know, the week. And when it comes down to it, I was hoping for it to show up, you know, Wednesday through Monday. Well, unfortunately, it is Sunday right now, so that leaves it to show up on Monday, which is tomorrow. And you know, I guess I'm not too upset about that because, you know, my weekend really didn't go according to plan with overtime kicking in and sleeping all day more or less on Saturday. That kind of screwed me a little bit more than I was expecting. But when it comes down really to the main gist of it, you know, I do look forward to hopefully getting that stuff going. I think it'll be a great experience for you guys to, you know, understand how I play, maybe get a little bit more knowledge about how I interact and more or less place myself into motion when it comes to the FPS side. Because, you know, multiplayer is multiplayer. You know, when it comes down to it, you know, I do like to exceed. I do have high expectations that are exceedingly higher than most people because I do like to do consistent actions. I think of myself as, to be honest, I think of myself as a really good player. I mean, I've spent hours upon hours developing this skill level that I expect to do well every game. I've had kill-death ratios that are ridiculous. To some people, you know, they are revolutionary, and, you know, I did have great stuff. I've played with some of the highest names in the community for the Call of Duty basis and Battlefield. And that's kind of the reason why I got to play with them, is because I'm so consistent. Now, I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to act like I'm a fucking MLG, and I've never played game battles in my life to a certain degree on the competitive side. But I'm a pub player. I like to pub stomp. I like to beat up on people that are less knowledgeable about the map. It's not like I'm sitting here boosting, but at the same expense, you know, I'm taking advantage of players that maybe don't have the skill level, maybe don't have the statistical information that, you know, needed to exceed in the community. But, you know, where am I going with this conversation? Well, it's going to be a little bit more interesting for you guys to see how I play when it comes to the live com. Now, playthroughs and live commentaries are going to be two completely separate functions. It's kind of like saying words are words, actions are actions. You know, it's easy for me to play on a multiplayer one and play with a bunch of friends that can occupy the microphone. We play a game like Call of Duty, well, you know, depending on who I play with sometimes, you know, unfortunately there will be people in the party that just talk about the dumbest shit. It makes me, you know, facepalm. And I've had moments like that. You guys, if you go far enough back, you will find live commentaries that I've done with the Blue Snowball, which is a good microphone. I don't know if I would say on the expectation or the highest regard that it is the best microphone. It's pretty hard to say there is a microphone that is the best because it doesn't exist. There is no microphone that exceeds in every single category. It's not possible. That's just like saying the Elgato is the almighty king when it comes to recording, gameplays on the internet. Well, no, not really. I mean, there are other things that are much better, but they don't all exceed to the certain degree of the best one in the world. The Elgato is great for, quality, which is what people really like, but I would say the HD PVR is better for bringing those file sizes on my screen faster. I don't have to wait for it to constantly load and all this other stuff. And as many of you guys know, my computer is par level pretty beefy. I mean, in the upcoming month, it's going to take a huge transformation. It's going to go from, it can do its job to, oh my god, it's pretty expensive. It's going to cost more than what I started out with, and I don't really have a problem with that. I think it's going to be great for me to jump into the PC side of gaming. I'm going to suck so much ass that I think you guys are just going to laugh beyond comparison, and I think Kryovosh is going to have to babysit me for at least a couple of weeks, so you guys will get to see that kind of stuff, and I plan on doing a couple of commentaries with him, and this brings me to my next point. I actually have a dual com set up for today, and more or less today is going to be a video day for you guys. I'm going to be making tons of videos, going to be uploading to VLF. I know it's been a while since I pushed that one out, right? Because Voiceless Fury was a network that I planned on bringing to light. But, to be honest with you guys, I was expecting Kryovosh to take a little bit more of the reins on it, and unfortunately, Kryovosh he's my best friend on YouTube, I will not lie, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, he's a little lazier than I am. Certain degrees of that would, show when you go to his channel. His videos are a little bit more paced out, few weeks, couple of months, half a year, to a certain degree. I mean, they're not consistent, and that's perfectly fine. His videos exceed mine in quality, and I can't complain. I mean, I can't act like I'm the big shot of YouTube just because I upload every day. Unfortunately, that's not how this works. The system is completely different for every person. That's like me saying, well, your montage is really good, but you don't upload every day. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. That's complete bullshit if I was to try to make that assumption. But anyway, the main gist of it is, guys, that I have a couple of dual comms set up during the week, and I think that you guys will enjoy them. I hope you guys will show a lot of support on those. I know it's a little skeptical to bring people on because I don't know what their intentions are, and just in case they watch these videos, no offense to you guys, but I don't know what your intentions are. I mean, if you're looking to gain something huge, I promise you won't get it from me. But, if you're looking to make friendship, I'm perfectly fine with that. How do you think I met Kryovosh? He's probably one of the biggest buddies I have on YouTube, and I appreciate everything he does. He punches my channel more than anyone that I've ever met. He does it to a certain degree more than what bigger YouTubers do for their fellow companions. But anyway, guys, I'm not trying to bring the bromance into this, but you guys get the main gist of it. You guys have heard Kryovosh's name by now, and if you guys don't know who he is, I'll have a link in the description. Please go check his channel out. Please, if you're going to subscribe to me, you're going to fucking love him way more than I am because, he's just amazing. He's just revolutionary when it comes to quality. But enough of that bromance crap because that just sounds really homo now. But when it comes down to the main gist of it, guys, playthroughs will be coming. I'm going to be uploading those Monday through Friday. I'm going to try to pump out a bunch of videos, and I'm actually thinking about changing my standards. Since I have better quality now, which you guys are still seeing PVR footage if you are unfamiliar with this, I did upgrade to the Elgato, which is a phenomenal device. It changed a lot. I've done a lot of testing so far, and I look forward to actually having the ability to join the crew in the quality side of it. Obviously, audio stuff, that's still being worked out. That's a completely different measure, and that takes a lot of time to master audio because it's completely dependent on what you listen through. If I listen to my commentaries through my speakers, it sounds a little different compared to when I do it through my, headphones or whatever I'm choosing to do. So I have a lot of improvement when it comes to that, but I imagine you guys will give feedback along the way because you guys are phenomenal for doing that kind of stuff because, what's a fan base without anyone giving information back to hopefully improve the videos. But anyway, guys, the main gist of the commentaries was I wanted to talk about a couple of quality things, give you guys a playthrough information, which will be coming soon. I imagine you guys will like that, but, we'll find out. Also, another thing I want to bring up is I talked about in the new quality video, it had a bunch of shit in it for the title, but I'm actually going to be bringing SOCOM Confrontation to light again. I don't know many people that do this, and it probably doesn't have a huge basis, but I don't really care. I mean, if I wanted to, pump out my videos like a boss and I wanted to grow at some exponential rate, I would abuse YouTube's system like a boss. But I don't care that much. I mean, I want to grow, but I'm not going to abuse the system. I'm not going to do selected things that make your videos more popular for selected reasons. And, if you guys are unfamiliar with the process, I'm not going to share the knowledge because I don't think it's an appropriate knowledge. I know a lot of people go into my videos, which doesn't make any sense at all, but they're like, great video, man. I just subscribed. Hey, mind checking out my video and leaving a like rating? Well, you know, when you say it that way, not really. I mean, it's a little bit mean, but that's just me. I guess you guys can make your own opinion. But SOCOM Confrontation will be coming to my channel. If you do not like it, it's a third-person shooter. I completely understand. But give it a try, guys. It is a phenomenal game. It's a PlayStation 3 game. And if you guys, for some reason, have the game, you guys can add me. We can have a lot of fun. And, you know, we can do all kind of weird stuff that you guys can think of. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the commentary. I'll see you guys in the next installment. This is NMO, signing off. Peace, guys.